Today, we're talking about the secret of positive thinking and how the law of attraction can bring good things into your life. And you may have heard of this. It's a phenomena that has become pretty popular in recent times. It was a philosophy pseudoscience book that kind of was created, I think 2006 or so, and it's been going around ever since. The general idea is that you bring to yourself what you're thinking about. So if you think about positive things, you're going to get positive things into your life. And if you think about negative things, you're going to get negative things into your life. And the more you embrace this idea, the more you'll find blessings making their way into your life in unforeseen ways, because the universe gives you what you think about, not what you want. So if you want to stop having a terrible life and you spend all your time thinking, gee, I wish my life was better, I wish my life didn't suck so much, then you spend the rest of your life wishing your life would get better and didn't suck so much. And conversely, if you say, I'm so thankful for the blessings in my life, I'm so glad that my life is blessed in the way it is, then you get more of that. You spend the rest of your life getting blessings and being blessed and having this sense of abundance. So, is that true? Yeah, I 100% believe it is. Because when you plant good seeds, you get good things back. That's just how it works. Now, I don't believe that this is some sort of a mystical, amazing, deep secret that's been hidden throughout the ages, and that it's some sort of a scientific thing. It kind of is in a common sense way, sort of like how if you go out into your garden and you poison the soil with motor oil, you're not going to have a good harvest. That's just the truth. I don't think I need to be a horticulturist to tell you that if you go out of your way to make the soil toxic, you're not going to have a good crop of carrots. That's just common sense, though. That's not science. And that's where there's a trap in modern thinking that goes too far with this concept. Because let's say we believe this. Let's say we believe that if you think about good things and you focus on good things and you dwell on blessings in your life, you're going to get blessings in return. Well, on the surface, that seems extremely plausible. It's very true. And I can tell you from experience that I have seen this at work in my own life. That's not incorrect. And yet, we are mortal beings. We are going to be born. We go through a period of vitality in life, and then we die. And if you're going to try to tell me that when you're 100 years old and your health is beginning to wane because you're at the end of your life, that you can somehow will yourself into good health through positive thinking, that you can somehow mindfully do some sort of alchemy that's going to make you suddenly young again. That's not true. You're going to be old. You might get health problems. Sooner or later, that's just reality. So it's one thing to say, if you plant good seeds, you're going to get a better harvest than if you plant bad ones. Good trees don't bear bad fruit. But it's another thing entirely to believe that positive thinking is going to alter reality. And that's where I think that this concept of having a mindfulness for positive thinking has to also be accompanied with I guess I call it a trinity of life is good statements. The first one is, I'm going to see good in the world. The second one is, I'm going to share good in the world with others. And the last one, which might be the most important, is, I am going to understand that life is good even if it's not going in my favor. And that's very critical, because if you understand that the universe is unfolding the way it should, even when your health isn't good, or your finances aren't good, or you reach the end of your life, then you're going to be okay spiritually, because you have this awareness intellectually that it's not all about you. But if you don't understand that, then there's a wall you will eventually hit when you wake up to the reality that life doesn't always give us what we want. There isn't a magical way that we can think our way into prosperity and guarantee it by the magical power of positive thinking. And I had something on the tip of my tongue I was going to say, and I kind of let it slip out. Shoot, I always hate when that happens. I knew what I was going to say, and then that idea was just gone. Just go collect some sandstone here, and hopefully it comes back. Yeah. So here's what I was going to say, and this is kind of starting to wrap up here. Um, people have accidents. There's stories all over the place of people who had a plan to go to college and get a degree and go into some specific field of work, or they wanted to go see the world, or they wanted to go get married and have a family. And they had this vision in their mind, a very positive vision. They knew what they wanted to do. They had their life ahead of them. They had hope. They were optimistic. They weren't wishing bad things to happen to them. They didn't see problems. Maybe they saw their life as being filled with blessings. And then one day, on the way to work, they get in that car accident and they die. See, we tend to think that our life is going to unfold the way we want it to, that we are part of this bigger plan that's unfolding, and we have a destiny, and we know, other people have their life cut short prematurely. Other people die young. Other people have some sort of a unrecoverable health problem that does them in. These are things that happen to other people, but we have this sense that if that's going to be you, you're going to know. You're going to know that you're sort of finished up with life. You're going to know that your time is coming. But that's not how it works. The truth is, you don't know. You think that you have your whole life ahead of you. You think it's just another Monday. And then you get run over by a bus on the way across the street. And that's the end of it. And that plan you had, all that positive thinking you had, all those things that you were hanging on to as this sense of, here's this faith I have in what's going to happen, it's over. And that's okay. That's okay, because the universe is unfolding the way it should. That's the truth. And maybe I die tomorrow. But then by me dying, something about the way all things connect together makes it so that as I leave the stage, I'm making room for something else that needs to happen. Because the universe is part of a story that's unfolding the way it should. My life doesn't need to be fulfilled in accordance to my plan for it to be complete and good and blessed. And that's where, yes, you want to have positive thinking. You want to believe in attraction of good things into your life. And if you have that energy about you, you are going to be more likely to have blessings in your life. You are going to have that experience potentially of just seeing that things that seemed impossible before start to become possible through faith that the best will come. But you're also going to die. You're not going to get a notification that says your time is up. You have 30 days to prepare to exit the room. You're going to be going about your business, doing what you do, and then one day it's going to be up. It's going to be over. Your time's going to come. So you have to be pragmatic about this. You have to understand that, yes, you do have the ability to have a better life by having a better attitude about life. But you also need to understand that life is not a perfect thing. Life is not something that goes the way we plan. And ultimately, a good life does not mean a life without adversity, without suffering, and without things that don't go the way we want. So, what can we do? Well, we can understand that life is good. And on this New Year's Day, maybe that's the most important thing you could ever take away. That idea that life is complete. It's complete right now because we have had the opportunity to partake in amazing things, to see amazing things, to do wonderful things, and experience a world of wonder and glory. And from here on out, whatever else happens, it's extra. We finished the game. We got to the end game. There isn't more we need to do to reach completion. And so I'll close with this thought, which Epicurus said. It'll never be enough for the man to whom enough is too little. Make a point to understand that your life is enough. Make a point to acknowledge that today. And then, whether you live or die, whether you live another 6 days or 60 years, you will have a blessed life. And it won't be dependent on you getting your way. It'll just be the truth that, as all things in nature are, your life too is always complete and does not need to fulfill any particular marks of achievement to be enough. Thank you for watching.